Best Isekai anime on Netflix that you will love. Attention all anime lovers! Today I'm counting down the top 10 incredible Isekai anime you can binge on Netflix right now. And if you're a big anime fan, you are going to love this list of the top 10 must-watch Isekai anime series on Netflix. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe and also check out other videos from the channel as well. Coming in at number 10 is The World Ends With You, the animation. This hidden gem follows the story of Neku, a young man who finds himself transported to an alternate plane of existence known as the Underground. Along with his partner Shiki, Neku must compete in a twisted Reaper's game in order to survive and uncover the true nature of this bizarre world. With its unique animation and fast-paced action, The World Ends With You is a must-watch for any anime fan looking for an engaging, one-of-a-kind experience. Just do me a favor and check it out. Number 9. I'm Standing on a Million Lives. This hidden gem follows the story of Yusuke, a middle school student who gets transported to a dangerous, game-like alternate world alongside his classmates. What makes this show so unique is the complicated, morally ambiguous main character. Yusuke is cold, logical, and sometimes even toying with the lives of his companions. But as the story progresses, we see him grapple with the weight of the decisions he has to make in order to protect his party and complete the deadly quest before him. With his fresh take on the Isekai genre and compelling character dynamics, I'm Standing on a Million Lives is a must-watch for any anime fan looking for something a little different. You're not going to want to miss this hidden gem. Number 8. Skeleton Knight in Another World. This anime has all the makings of a classic isekai story. A regular guy gets transported to a fantasy world and has to figure out how to survive. But what sets this one apart is the unique twist on the main character. Our MC, Ark, wakes up to find himself in the body of the skeleton knight he was playing in an MMO game. With his skeletal appearance, he has to hide his identity to avoid being mistaken for a monster. But being the kind-hearted guy he is, Ark can't just sit back. He ends up getting caught up in all sorts of adventures, from saving a princess to teaming up with an elf girl to take down corrupt humans. If you're looking for an isekai with a fresh story, Skeleton Knight in Another World is definitely one to check out. Number 7. I'm the Villainous, so I am taming the final boss. This one is a real treat for otome game fans. Our main character wakes up to find herself trapped inside her favorite dating sim, but as the villainess rather than the heroine. Talk about a harsh twist of fate. With her impending doom of the horizon, she realizes there is only one way to save herself. Tame the handsome, powerful final boss of the game and somehow convince him to marry her. Is the perfect isekai for anyone looking for an entertaining story that doesn't take itself too seriously. If you are a fan of dating sims, otome games, or just want to see an isekai heroine who is a little bit wicked, I Am the Villainous, so I Am Taming the Final Boss is definitely one to add to your Netflix queue. Number 6. Reincarnated as a Sword. Imagine waking up one day to find out you have been reincarnated as a talking sentient magic sword. Our swordy protagonist finds himself in a forest full of magical beasts, so naturally he starts slaying them left and right to level up, but then he gets stuck in a magic draining land and can't move anymore. Just when he thinks it's all over, a cat-eared girl named Fran comes along and decides to make him her new weapon. From there, the dynamic duo go on all sorts of quests, battling monsters and growing stronger together. It's an action-packed comedic take on isekai genre that's sure to entertain any anime fan. Who knew being reincarnated as a sword could be so much fun? Reincarnated as a Sword is definitely one to add to your Netflix queue. Number 5. Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill. Our protagonist, Tsuyoshi, gets summoned to a fantasy world expecting to be some big hero, but when they realize his only skill is the ability to order stuff from an online supermarket, they basically just kick him out of the curb. Talk about a letdown. He uses his unique ability to start buying up all sorts of modern goods and cooking up some insanely delicious food. And get this, one of the most powerful beasts in the world, Fenrir, gets drawn in by the smell and ends up becoming Tsuyoshis freaking familiar. It's a super fun, light-hearted take on the isekai genre that's sure to leave you hungry for more. If you are craving an isekai with a tasty twist, Campfire Cooking in Another World is the one to watch. Number 4. Welcome to the Demon School, Iruma-kun. Now, this one might not be the first isekai that comes to mind, but trust me, it's a total hidden gem. A normal human teenager named Iruma gets straight up sold by the devil by his own parents. Talk about a rough deal. But here is where it gets really interesting. The devil just so happens to be a pretty chill grandpa type who takes Iruma in and enrolls him in the demon school. So now, our protagonist has to live in this crazy demonic world, all while pretending to be demon himself to avoid getting, eaten. If you are in the mood for an isekai that's equal part funny and wholesome, welcome to the Demon School. Iruma-kun is definitely one to check out on Netflix. Number 3. ReZero. Our protagonist Subaru is just a normal high school student when he suddenly finds himself transported to a fantasy world. He has zero special abilities and is essentially defenseless in this new dangerous realm. The twist that really sets ReZero apart is Subaru's unique power. Every time he dies, he gets rewind time and try again. It's an emotional roller coaster of an isekai that really puts you in the shoes of the protagonist. You can't help but feel for Subaru as he struggles, suffers, and keeps pushing forward. If you are in the mood for an isekai that's equal part action, drama, and downright heartbreaking, ReZero is an absolute must-watch. Number 2. Bofuri. I don't want to get hurt, so I will max out my defense. Now, this one might not fit the traditional isekai mold exactly, but trust me, it's still a total blast. The premise is simple. A newbie gamer named Maple decides the best way to play this virtual reality MMORPG is to max out her defense stats until she basically is invincible. And let me tell you, it works way better than anyone expected. Sure, she might not be technically trapped in this virtual world, but the stakes are still high, and the journey is an absolute riot. If you are craving an isekai anime that's equal parts funny and exciting, Bofuri is the perfect pick. Number 1. Mushoku Tensai. This one truly has it all. A fascinating protagonist, a fantasy world, and funny characters. Our main man Rudy is a 34-year-old underachiever who gets a second chance at life when he is reborn into a magical new realm. And get this, he keeps all his memories and experiences from his past life. From honing his magical abilities to forging meaningful bonds, this dude does it all with a perfect blend of comedy, drama, and pure isekai awesomeness. To simply put, Mushoku Tensai is the gold standard for isekai anime. If you are craving an immersive fantasy anime that will keep you hooked from the start to finish, this is the one to watch on Netflix. So as we conclude our look at the best isekai anime on Netflix, it's clear that this genre has something for everyone. So grab your snacks, get comfy, and enjoy these amazing shows that will keep you entertained for hours. Happy watching! Also make sure to subscribe as well. Thank you for watching. Sayonara and peace out.